goes. And as I said, that was a slightly frenetic innings from Harrison Ward. He goes for 5, and this will bring Mr. Pujra out into the middle. So I think the look from Matthew Dunn was one of just have a little bit of respect, please, because Harrison Ward there didn't.
Because Sussex in trouble here, Churchy.
2 slips straight away for Pujra as Matthew Dunn is into him. First ball, Pujra shout for LBW. That's going down the leg side as he looks to work. The left of those 4 pitches.
Here comes Laws. Bowls again. Pujra drives. He's going to get runs down to third man. And it's gone all the way for 4 runs. But it was a shot that wasn't that far away from second slip. It's slightly...
As over the wicket comes Dunn to Pujra, and Pujra wristily takes this off a length behind square on the leg side. Oh dear. Well, that's a horrible bit of work from the debutant Sheridan Gums.
5, is that?
59.
59, I'm sorry. 102 for 2, but he's just a little irritated with himself. In comes Majid Bowles. Pujra hammers that one on the leg side, and that's gone for 6 runs. Clipped away, it just bounced around a couple of inches over the rope.
Too hard new, just helped it over the rope for 6.
Here comes again, Bowles. That's wider of the off stump, cut away by Pujra through backward point. In fact, it's a lovely shot by Pujra. A little bit too much width there from young Youssef Majid, and Pujra, beautiful timing through backward point, picks up a boundary. So 10 runs, keeper. Boy, was it expensive, Churchy.
Captive audience, isn't it?
Yeah, totally.
155 for 2. As over the wicket goes Matthew Dunn and Pujra. Nice shot. Lovely, lovely hands from Pujra. Just let it come to him, then opened up the face of the bat, guided it off down towards third man, and a gorgeous way to bring up his 50. Been a good innings this from Pujra. He had to fight a bit at the start because he looked knackered.
As we go into next season, but it's been wonderful to watch as in comes Patel Bowles, and Pujra hammers this one away, and that's going to go for 4 runs. Just bounces a... Well, no, it wasn't 6, umpire. You've got that wrong, I'm afraid. The umpire has got that wrong. That was not 6 runs. That was 4.
Rob Bailey has got that
He's
wrong.
got that wrong, I'm afraid. That was 4 runs.
Inside the rope.
Yes, it was 4 runs. I'm sorry to say, it was not 6.
I think Rob Bailey's getting a message sent to him,
4.
actually. Yep.
Yeah, 4
runs. Matthew Dunn's saying that as well. So,
yes, it was.
Definitely 4.
Clipped away. Yep, boundary. Pujra goes to 54. 164 for 2. Patel in again, Bowles. That might be 6.
Yeah, that one is.
Well, that has gone for 6 runs. Hoisted away by Pujra over a wideish mid-wicket. Went high rather than long. And the man with the bat there is where he is.
There's that man.
Yeah,
he's coming all his gear.
Yeah, there was a 6 hit last week against Leicester that Pujra hit. That was caught. There was people in that area were watching the football as well because Brighton were playing Manchester United, and a guy stood up and caught a 6 from Pujra, then ran in to watch some more of the football. So it was all very exciting. Pujra is on the move here. He's on 64, 170 for 2 as Patel is in. Bowles, and Pujra drives firmly through the covers to the sweeper on the cover boundary. Pujra to 64.
Still got 5. And then the spinners as well. Dunn is over the wicket once more to Pujra. Short and cut by Pujra out towards Nathan Barnwell, who's still got 8, having bowled a couple today. And more to Pujra.
No run.
Taxi driver.
He was a taxi driver, a very knowledgeable taxi driver. Here comes Laws again, Bowles, and Pujra is full. Good over this by Tom Laws. 3 dot balls. Anyone would get the winner. I mean,
Nancy Wilkinson, as round the wicket goes Verdi, and this is pulled by Pujra, 2 bounces and away for 4. So just a little bit short that from Amal Verdi, and pulled away by Pujra. 1 bounce, 2 bounces and away for 4, and that brings 6, 203 for 2. So this partnership moving towards 200 now as Verdi's in again, and here goes Pujra using his feet, driving up towards mid-off. They'll take a single. Matthew Dunn at Radlett. There's Amar Verdi. will come round the wicket to Pujra, and Pujara's down the pitch to him and then just pushes him straight back up the pitch.
Conor McCurr runs away from us, comes in and bowls to Pujra. Is he going to get caught? He's got a thick outside where he's going to get 4 runs. He had absolutely no idea where that had gone. That was a very un-Pujara-like shot, to be honest. He was looking to heave that one away over mid-wicket. He got a big egg. In again, bowls, and Pujara hammers that away, and that's 4 more. An excellent attempt to try and stop that, but a little too short from Conor McCurr, and Pujara is looking to get on with. In comes McCurr, bowls to Pujara, and Pujara eases that to backward point, and there is no run. We've now got to wait for ABBA as well.
Yes, yeah, ABBA.
So
ABBA
lady in the caravan, now
yes,
ABBA.
Yes, beautiful south, I think.
Really? In comes McCurr, bowls to Pujara, and Pujara plays that into the offside, and there we are. It's 100 for Cheteshwar Pujara. Another wonderful knock by the master Indian batsman. He takes off his helmet, he acknowledges the applause of the crowd and indeed of the Surrey players. His second 100 in 3 days following that wonderful effort at Warwickshire on Friday. He was exhausted after that, but it says much of the man that he bounces back from that 100 and has played another.
See, he's 102 not out. 245 for 3 is. Verdi's in. Oh, Pujara's gone leg side. He's going to pick out McCurr. No, over the top of Conor McCurr and into the pavilion for 6. Conor McCurr had come in off that boundary rope and it's gone over the top of him, flung himself backwards.
Yeah.
But Pujara got a bit more on that than I think Conor McCurr thought. And that's over the top of him, and the 250 comes up. 251 for 3. Pujara moves on to 108 as he's going again. Pujara leg side here off Verdi. This one he's more in control of, ironically, and that's away for 4. And Pujara goes 6-4, end of the over, and I think Adrian Harms is doing his update.
Comes Dunn, bowls to Pujara, who hammers that down the ground. That's a beautiful shot. He did this at Edgbaston on Friday when he seemed to go up a gear, did Pujara, just when Sussex needed him to do so. And that was a beautiful, not much wrong with that ball from Matthew Dunn, really. And Pujara's timed that beautifully through mid-off for 4 runs. And the 50 partnership up already between these two in just 28 balls.
Yeah, well, the really good players do this, don't they? As you said, they just go through the gears.
263 for 3. Pujara on to 116. As in comes Matthew Dunn again, bowls. Full toss, pulled away, and that's 6. Crashes into a corporate box. You need to keep your eyes on the ball here at Hove, because that crashed into one of the boxes on the leg side of the ground on the Clock Tower scoreboard. It hits a window. I can see some, as I say, stepping on the accelerator here. 122, 271 for 3. Done in bowls, and Pujara lets that one go outside the off stump. He quizzically looks at Rob Bailey to inquire.
Concussion.
Now, is that the same Cameron Steele who was playing for Durham?
Yes, indeed.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
As left arm round the wicket comes Majid, and this one's swept away by Pujara, and again that's all about placement, because Ryan Patel is out there at deep backward square, but he's got this behind square and he's just dealing in boundaries now. Pujara, he's on to 126, 276 for 3. Sussex.
Yes, I just wondered for his exploits the other day, is he? Too tired to run.
He's sweeping again. That hits the pad, gets past Blake. This could run away for 4-leg byes, and it will do. Below us. Oh no, he's got bat on that. My apologies. Bit of bat. I thought that was off the top of his pad, but little bit of bat on it, and that has run away for 4 more. And Pujara moves on to 130. Certainly accelerated since he got to the 100.
He has.
A wicket to him. Sweeping again. He's got this pretty fine. That's going to be 4 more. So for the first time, and it's not a bad guy to be getting after you, Pujara of course, but the first time really a batter's got after Yusuf Majid. And 4 more to Pujara. He's on to 134, and Sussex to 184 for 3. Waits again does Pujara. Yusuf Majid's into him, short, pulled away. That'll be 4 more. Yusuf Majid has just dropped that one in, and that's 4 consecutive boundaries or 4 consecutive balls in this over. And Pujara's on to 138. And there is one ball of the over to go. So he'll be glad to get this over done and dusted with Will Yusuf Majid, and this one's cut away by Pujara. This will just be a single, and the fielding done this time by Nathan Barnwell. Expensive over for Yusuf Majid, but great batting from Pujara.
Comes away from us, comes in and bowls to Pujara, hammers us down the ground. That's a super shot. 4 runs, it was just inside out. He just clubbed the ball down the ground over mid-off for 4 runs. Lovely shot. Pujara is a treat to watch him when he's batting like this. He goes to 144. It's a very young Sussex attack. Matthew Dunn, the most experienced, but
Pujara has a survey of the field. Yusuf Majid's going to come round the wicket to him. It's short and it's pulled off the front foot. He's really tried to hammer that and hasn't actually hammered it at all. It's come off the toe end of his bat. He'll get a couple. Nico Reefer does well. They would.
What will Pujara do with this last ball as in comes Tom Laws, bowls, and Pujara swings out the way. Now, is he going to be caught? No, he's not. It's beautifully positioned. All about the placement there. I thought for a moment that was sailing out to the field on the cover boundary. It's clubbed away for 4 runs, and it's a Pujara 150. Wonderful knock by Pujara. Raises his bat, people standing, people applauding. 153 and 123 balls, 17 fours, 4 sixes.
316 for 4, Sussex. Conor McGurr. Over the wicket he goes to Pujara. It's a full toss. That's swung away for 4 by Pujara. And 4 more to the total. 4 more to Pujara. That moves him.
Derby in 1997. That's not a name I'm familiar with. I ought to be.
Pujara waits once more as McCurr is into him. And when Pujara swung him up and over the top of mid-off. Great batting again, and down to the long off boundary rope because he set his field, and Pujara has just waited for this ball and then just gone over the top of mid-off, and Pujara's on to 162. Now I think that's his highest now.
It is. That's
individually.
It is. Beats his 158. And the next one on the list for Sussex, 163, Chris Adams in a 45 over match against Middlesex at Arundel in 1999.
326 for 4 as Conor McCurr is in. Pujara, short one, hooking for 6. Great shot from Pujara into the crowd for 6. I hope the crowd are okay in there. A banana stands up just to check. 332 for 4.
Brilliant list day, sort of moving up that list as well. In comes Laws, bowls to Pujara wide outside the off stump, and it's given away. He looks just stay. Cricket was 399 for 4 in 40 overs. Crumbs. Horsham against Worcestershire in 2011. In comes Laws, bowls to Pujara. Hits that one on the fall through mid-wicket. Picks up a single. He goes to 169. Sussex to 339 for 4. The end of the ground, bowls to Pujara, and Pujara doesn't make the most of it. He gets a single though to square leg. Does Pujara? He goes to 174. That is the highest score by a Sussex player.
That can happen.
Yes, absolutely.
As down the slope will come Conor McCurr to Pujara, backs away. He hasn't got hold of this at all. That's high in the air. Geddes goes back and takes a good catch. Running round to his right, Ben Geddes. But Pujara's wonderful innings comes to an end. He'll get a huge ovation from the Sussex faithful here at home and any Surrey supporters as well. And every Surrey player's run across to shake him by the hand here. And that's nice to see. And Brian Patel as well just wanders across and pats him on the back.